All right, hey guys. Just creating a video in response to a question that came up in the Telegram chat. I think it comes up a lot as well. So it's basically focused on, just gonna hide some of this stuff, make it a little cleaner for everybody. It's focused on sets and filtering sets. So we'll just dive right into it. I mean, the problem that was kind of posed to the group was that they had a set object, right? That obviously contains other objects, and with a relation tag, and they were trying to filter it down so that only objects with certain two tags actually appear. And they just clarified that the objects have to have both tags in order to be viewed in the set, right? For this to work for their use case. And so, is this possible? And yeah, it is. So let's just go in and solve it. So we'll just follow these directions. I'll come back to these and we can review, and this is how I'm going to approach it at least. So just for the purposes of kind of answering that question and creating the example, let's create a new set. This is going to be video related content. And this is just something I'm making up for myself here. Great, let's make it a set. And now let's find those objects. So instead of using object type, right, which is one way to filter down a set, we actually want to do what the user had said, which is use a relation and specifically tags. So here we got any object with a tag, and we'll just view all those tags. So you can see a bunch of pre-installed content that came with the kind of like demo space. And then some of the objects that I've made recently, this one from a previous video, and then a couple of these for the current video. And so, you know what? Actually, we can do one other thing and take it one step further, and tag this one. So it'll actually kind of in a self-referential way. Now that we've tagged this object with video content, the video content tag, it's going to show up in this set. And so now we've got a bunch plus one with a Notion tag, because it was in reference to somebody's Notion workflow. So when we do that, let's say we wanted to boil it down to just objects with both of these tags, which is what the original question was, right? Should be pretty straightforward, but we'll navigate there. So we're just, in case I'm moving too fast, we're clicking the filter button, clicking what it is we want to filter by. Then let's go over to tag. And we can do has any of, right? So we want it to have both video content and Notion. And to their point, it's showing both currently, right? So we just, in order to be clear, it's showing both objects that have solely video content, or both Notion and video content. And then, my guess is if we created one that was only Notion, right, it also shows up, because that's just the way our logic is. If it has either of these tags, has any of these tags, it is going to show up in the set. So what we just want to do instead is change this to has all of. And now that we have both those tags, we're requiring that the object has all of, or in this case, both of the video content tag and the Notion tag, and it filters it down to just that one object, which has both tags. So that's pretty straightforward, I think. Hopefully that helps answer the question. I did want to take it one step further, though. So if you actually, let's say you wanted to do something that was kind of beyond the limits of the current logic that's allowed in the filters, you can add that set we just created right here, which is just those two. And then why don't we create a new one? And you can create a second set with different logic. Sorry, I just added the same one again. So we'll create a second set. We'll do Notion related objects. And just create a new set, and then do basically the exact same thing. Add a relation, tag, and then we're going to filter down to tags, whereas all of solely Notion, and now you're going to get a different view, right, of objects, and you can just add both of those objects to a third object, which in this case is this page, filtering a set with relations, and be able to view data through a few different sets. So I thought that's like a really helpful kind of workaround if you're trying to view data through a few different slices. All right, with that, we'll wrap it up. Hopefully that answers the question. Thanks.